final total of 45 points was a difference maker as the Warriors won 115-113. Shannon, how great was Steph last night?
It was unbelievable. Skip, when he gets it going like that, what do you say? You see him take that shot with like a minute and 8 seconds left from 35. What do? You look at Ty Lue like, what? What you want me to do? Damn, I'm guarding him. I'm 35 feet out. There's nothing you can do. He starts off like this, Skip. I thought he was going. At least I was like, oh, he gonna get 60. Then he gonna get 60 easy. Well, the thing is, when Steph, he normally plays the entirety of the first quarter, Skip. And then according to how the game goes, Steve Kerr bring him back in probably around the 7-minute mark, or he might bring him in a little later. And he left him out. He kind of lost his rhythm a little bit, only had 3 points. But when they needed it, down the stretch, big shot after big shot. Skip, I've never seen anything. He and Dame Lillard, I've never seen guys that can get this hot because the three-point is just so demoralizing. You're like, oh, we got a lead. We get to stop right here. We go down now. We go about to be up 3, Skip. We feeling really good. You see the Clippers. They lock it in. They play a D.
Yep.
Ty Lue over there clapping like, come on, guys. We right here. And Steph comes around the screen, where he walks into a 35-footer. Mm-hmm. Boom. Okay, so now you down 2.
Yep.
And then you're like, okay, we tied up, and then guess what? He pulls up to the corner on the right side, and he pulls up from 32. It's just, you follow me, you Skip, you can't hug up on him because they hugged up on him, and you see he started dancing on Marcus Morris, and then guess what? He lays it up. So now I got to worry about him dancing on me and laying the ball up, but if I get too close, if I don't get close enough, he's going to just raise up and shoot a 3. He's sensational. The one he pulled up, Skip, you look at Jordan Poole, like his eyes are like, I know this man ain't just pull up from 35 in a game this tight. He did. He pulled up from 35. Look, Skip, if I'm on their team, I've seen him shoot like this in practice, but you don't expect somebody, it's kind of like Patrick Mahomes. You saw Matthew Stafford. Guys throw no look, Skip. I've seen guys do things in practice, but ain't no way in hell they're going to try that in the game. And he do it. Well, you see Steph pull up from 35 feet in practice, you're like, yeah, if we up by 10, we up by 15, he'll do that.
Yeah, but I seen him before the game from up in the tunnel make one. From the tunnel? Yeah.
Skip, if we to believe that video that they put out, that Steph Curry once made 102 consecutive three-point shots.
Yep.
Should we be surprised at anything that he does as far as shooting the basketball?
What you should be surprised at is that he called himself trash against your Lakers on opening night at Staples. That's the shock.
Skip, I agree. Because Steph Curry, the shots that he was missing, Skip, he doesn't normally miss those. Because we saw it last night. It wasn't like the shots was just wide open. Guys was contesting him. He dancing back up and pull up from 28. What I got to do? What I'm going to do with that? Coach, get somebody else in there you think they can do better. He was special. He's Steph Curry. He's the greatest shooter anybody's ever seen. I don't want to hear about there's this guy in the 1950s, even though they didn't have the three-point shot, he could shoot. Stop it.
Nope. There wasn't.
50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be around to see somebody that can rival him. But
I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly, Skip. He's it for me. And ain't no question. Well, you remember such and such had a game. No. That guy, number 30, I ain't seen anything like it.
And once upon a time, ahead of that draft, he was at Davidson, and I said, I'd take that little guy at Davidson first overall in the draft. Right. And everybody said, over Blake Griffin? Right. Yeah.
Because
I would.
Because at that time, we didn't realize that the NBA was going to be shifting, and you didn't need the conventional because just like with Elijah Wan and Jordan. Bobby Knight was saying, take Jordan. And it was like, well, we need to tell Portland. Portland said, well, we need a center.
Yep.
Say, well, draft Jordan and play him at center.
That is correct.
So it was always the big. Now, you get a guy like that.
Before I launch on this, another little side note is, would you believe that in 2 games, Steph has gotten 10 rebounds and 10 rebounds?
I saw that, yeah.
10 and 10 rebounds?
Yeah, he said he's going to try to keep it going.
Is he going to be Russ? Is he going to go triple doubles? I don't know, because he's always going to score points. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. I have never ever seen anything like the Steph that I saw in the first quarter, because it's off the charts extraordinary. It's beyond anything we've ever seen any mortal do in the sport of basketball on any level. Obviously, I root for the Clippers because I root for Kawhi. I forgave and forgot what he did to my Spurs, but it was significant to me. Kawhi made this trip and was on the bench, and I did not think he would.
Right.
And it shows you what I've been told could be coming true.
Right.
I'm told sooner than later he's going to come back and that he will be a factor and a force down the stretch this basketball season.
I think what Ty Lue has done is that say, Kawhi, we need you to be more a part of the team.
I agree.
And in situations like this, it would really do the team good. It'd do us all good.
He was actually up and cheerleading. He wasn't just sitting there staring with a stone face.
Yes.
So I appreciated that. And I still think the Clippers are pretty good without him. They're pretty good.
Yeah,
okay,
they are.
So if we could see what he did to, quote unquote, my Clippers in the first quarter with the first 9 shots, could we just see what happened? This is Steph right out of the box. And I'm like, okay, that's one. Okay, that's pretty easy. And then all of a sudden we're up to the third.
Look at that. Come on,
this is ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do with that?
And this is where I'm thinking, I'm dead. Because now if you can do that, and if you can do step back and do that.
And that's nothing but net. I mean, ain't no rattling around the ring.
He hasn't missed yet. He has not missed. These are in order. These are successive shots. Whoops. Oh, that's pretty easy. Dunk it.
No, he tried the other night.
And then that.
It is.
That's silly. Okay. Yeah. I got it. Okay, so there's 9 straight shots. He scores 25 in the first, and it felt like the game was over. And then guess what happened?
PG happened.
And it looked like playoff P.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, my Clippers go on a 21-3 run. Why did that happen at Golden State? Because in quarter number 2 and quarter number 3, and for all but 2 minutes, the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, guess what Steph was from 3? He went 1 of 6. Second quarter, third quarter, almost all of the fourth quarter, 1 of 6. Scored 12 total points in that stretch. And all of a sudden, the Clippers are saying, we got this. And they jumped out. At one point in the fourth quarter, they had an 8-point lead.
Right.
And now, to your point, right at the 2-minute mark, just when I thought it was okay, and I'm staying up late because I'm barely going to sleep, but I got to watch the end of this, all of a sudden this shot happened, and this was the shot of the night that you were talking about, the deep.
Yeah.
Here.
This was Jordan.
Here, I got this. That's logo-esque. I mean, it's almost to the logo, but it's just absurd. Okay, and so that put them up 1, and I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Right.
Okay, and then Eric Bledsoe, new Clipper, had a shot to put there with 1:05 left, and he took a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
This is a pretty decent shot.
He had a good game last night,
and he did, and he stroked it pretty well. I thought, it lipped. It just lipped.
Yeah.
It just was touch off, and it lipped. And that brought us to the conclusion of this game. One more big Steph, where he's over on the wing, and it's just this is just stupid. This is just like, that's too good. That's too good. If you're going to make that, and that put them up 2 again.
Right.
So he puts them up 1 with the 3 and up 2 with the 3, and then you know what he did with 5 seconds left. He went to the free throw line, and what's going to happen?
Yeah, he's the greatest free throw percentage-wise in the history of the game.
Ice, baby, over, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so he had an off-the-charts, all-time great first quarter, and then he goes quiet, 2, 3, and most of 4. And then when they needed him most, when I thought the Clippers were in command, he did that, game over.
Ball good. And but Skip, the shot that he took that everybody's surprised by, I'm like, still what?
You know what? That was just a flat-out bad shot. That was a bad shot. I don't care what you say. Any coach would say, I don't want that shot.
That used to be bad shots, Skip. For these guys, not guys like that. For Steph Curry, there is no bad shot, Skip, for him.
Under the circumstances, it's under 2 minutes, and you're down 2 points.
Right.
And you're going to take that shot?
And that's what makes him so unique, Skip, because he can take those type of shots in those kinds of situations. In years past, before the Steph Curry and the 3-point, man, you take that shot, man, coach looking at you like looking at you sideways, no matter who you are.
No matter who.
You taking a 35-footer. We down 1, bruh. Why you take a 35-footer? We can get a better shot than that.
And remember, LeBron will take those shots as a heat check shot, and it'll be in the second quarter.
Right.
He'll take one, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, but not when the game on the line. Skip,
this is it.
Yes.
If you miss that, I don't know. I'm not sure you're going to win the game.
Yeah. There's only a handful of guys. Another guy, his teammate, can get hot like that. Skip, we've seen his teammate get hot like that. And that's why I'm like, he comes back, and if Clay is Clay, with the way they move the ball, Skip, they're going to be a
They're
problem.
going to be a problem, and
They're going to be a
factor.
problem. And Steph Curry's like, oh, y'all keep saying MVP, oh, he's going to be favored, and he's the. Steph Curry said, did y'all forget about me?
Yeah,
Did y'all realize I got two of these things?
I know, and when he gets James Wiseman and the kid
Yes.
Kuminga that they drafted, when they get those two in gear, they're going to be a factor.
Because, Skip, you got to be in such peak condition. Because all he does is run.
He runs.
He's going to run you off 1,700 screens.
He was in the weight room in the offseason because he has really beefed up his upper body. That's how he's getting 10 rebounds.
Well, he has to be strong, Skip, because if you got to think about how he just gets that ball off with such ease.
Yep.
I mean, it's just flick and boom. I mean, can you just like hit the rim? I want someone to like and then go in. I mean, you can't just splash net all of them.